Good morning. In this demonstration we're going to show you how to use Pattex adhesive to bond either a repair or a replacement wear strip on Comco Icarus wing coverings. It is essential that before any bonding occurs, the correct preparation is made. The surface should be cleaned with isopropyl alcohol, panel wipe or MEK depending on the severity of the contamination. We will be using Pattex clear contact adhesive as supplied by the Light Aircraft Company. And to run through, this is the basic preparation process. The panel we have is new and clean. It is essential that all grease, grime and ingrained dirt is removed. Failure to do so will prevent a secure bond. You should also use absorbent non-linting tissue wipes, and you will need quite a few of them because once you have degreased using the cloth it will be disposed of. So in preparation for bonding, make sure your work area is clear, make sure your work area is well ventilated and well lit. Make sure that you have washed the surface with soap and water prior to deep cleaning with a solvent. And when the panel has dried off, you can then proceed to do a solvent clean. As this panel is new, I'm only going to be using isopropyl alcohol. Panel wipe and MEK are for more ingrained dirt and grime on the surface. So you take a wipe, take the solvent, apply the solvent to the cloth and wipe the surface. Do not continue wiping the surface all over because all you're doing is spreading the grease and dirt from that surface. After you have wiped the surface, dispose of the cloth, get another new cloth and continue to degrease the surface. Once the surface has been thoroughly degreased, make sure that it is not exposed to any more environmental contamination. With the panel degreased and dry, you can then move on to applying the contact adhesive. So once you have prepared your main substrate, you need to then prepare the length of fabric that you're going to be sticking onto that substrate. Once again, with the required solvent, degrease the surface. Do not try and massage it all over the length of the product. Just one single wipe and then dispose of it. All you're doing is spreading grease if you're not careful. Also ensure that you either wear powder-free gloves or you've washed your hands prior to working, and ensure that you do not wear any form of hand cream or hand lotion, as that will provide a release agent. Once you've determined where you are going to stick the product or where you want the product bonded, you can take masking tape and apply it to the product to be stuck. and you can then form a guideline of where the adhesive needs to be bonded. So we're going to be putting down the adhesive within this area that I'm outlining with the masking tape now. So that's the area we're going to be applying adhesive to, and we will also be applying adhesive to the reverse side of the sheet we're going to stick on. Using your Pattex adhesive, apply to the surface. There's no need to scuff the surface at all, and using a spreader, ensure that the product covers all of the area that you wish to bond to. Make sure there are no voids or areas that remain uncovered. And what you're looking for is a thin, even coat, filling the texture of the material, but not leaving heavy deposits. The net result should look something like that. Once you've covered the area to be bonded, you can then continue with the item that you're sticking on. Once again, covering the area thoroughly. If you do it off of the work area, make sure that you put something underneath which is clean, and that you don't transfer adhesive to the top surface of the fabric. Once you've put a clean, even, well spread layer of contact adhesive on the surface, you need at least 15 to 30 minutes curing time. So the contact adhesive should be dry before you bring the two parts together. So in the current cold weather climate, you can see we've allowed this 30 minutes to go off. On this occasion we haven't removed the masking tape. If you have a very clear definition of where you are going to put the item to be stuck, then you can remove the masking tape while the adhesive is still wet. Be careful you don't drag the masking tape through the moist adhesive. Once you've done that, you can place the item to be bonded onto the surface, and then by applying pressure force the contact adhesive together. Now, as we all know, you should always follow the instructions, and the instructions on this says push together for at least 30 seconds. So continue to apply manual pressure to the item for a good 30 seconds, pushing both surfaces firmly together. So with the assistance of a felt blade which does not mark the surface, or a proper roller with rubber face, you can continue to apply pressure to achieve the 30 seconds of hard pressing together. After that is done, the contact adhesive will achieve full strength in 3 days. Now, we don't have 3 days, so what I will do is get my colleague to pass me a sample that was done several months ago, and you can see it takes a lot of effort to break the adhesive joint, and there is no way that should come off in flight. So the key to the whole operation is cleanliness and preparation. Cleanliness in the preparation of the substrate and the back of the material you're going to stick. Preparation and thoroughness of application of adhesive covering the area you're going to cover, and then ensuring that you maintain a good amount of pressure on the fabric surface, pushing the two pre-glued parts together.